Well, good afternoon here. It is Friday, April 10th in Boise, Idaho. We're coming to you live with the Biblical Study Center Connection Table podcast. This is an update of what's happening here at the BSC, and we got some cool news. We have decided on the classes we're going to be offering in June. First time and probably a long time, maybe the second time ever, we're offering summer classes here at the BSC. Now, I need to tell you that these are not going to be 5 week long classes. They're still going to meet our requirement for a 10-hour class, but instead of spreading it out over 5 weeks, 2 hours a week, we're going to do a condensed version this summer. In the month of June, one class each week. We're going to offer a 10-hour class. It's going to be 2 days back to back. For example, Tuesday and Wednesdays. So 3 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the afternoon, and then on Wednesday, 3 hours in the morning and 2 hours in the afternoon. That knocks out a 10-hour class in just 2 days. So we're doing a different topic each week. So you can actually knock out 4 elective courses in just 1 month by doing this. So, what are the topics? Drum roll, please. They are the timeline of the Bible. This is from Adam and Eve all the way through Revelation. What is going to be the timeline of the Bible? We're not going to spend much time in Revelation, just so you know, but mostly Adam to Jesus. What is the timeline of what happened? Help people understand that. Been getting a lot of requests for that class, so we're going to be offering it. We're also going to be offering a special class. It's going to be on a Friday, Saturday, not a Tuesday, Wednesday, but it'll be a Friday, Saturday on God's design for health. We're going to have Terry Ward speaking. We're going to have Dr. Michael Carlfeld speaking. And we're honored to have Michael Carlfeld, who runs the Carlfeld Center in Meridian, Idaho, and solid Christian man. So nice to have him coming and speaking to us on that topic. Going back to the Bible directly for Bible geography is going to be a third week. It's going to be what's going on with the different places in the Bible. So we look at a map today, we can see what's going on back then, kind of doing an overlay. 2 day class on a Tuesday and a Wednesday, Bible geography. And then last in the month, last part of the month of June, we're going to be having a class, Freedom from Anxiety. This was a voted on class. We actually had 3 different subjects that people expressed interest in, and we put it out to a vote. And we said, okay, what's the most popular class? Which one do you think you would take? And what do you think the community wants? What came back was freedom from anxiety. Totally understand that, given the nature of our world today with so much conflict going on. How can we look to the Bible and say, here's our source of peace? So it's going to be a nice study for that. I do want to emphasize that all of these classes are going to be electives for our certificate in biblical studies. And since you need 5 electives to get that certificate, well, this is a great way to knock it all out just 1 month in the month of June. So, to find out more, you're going to need to go to our website, which is boisebsc.org. That's boisebsc.org, Biblical Studies Center. I will tell you those classes are not up there yet, but they will be by this time next week. So you'll be able to sign up for them. Same cost we're going to apply. It's going to be $1 an hour. So a 10-hour class is just $10. Easy to do. boisebsc.org. And I do want to point out the other certificates that we offer. We do offer the Biblical Studies certificate. Another popular, very popular certificate here at the BSC is our certificate in counseling, biblical counseling. It's getting a lot of good response. We got great feedback from the students. And this is, I want to make sure that our church organizations out there in the Valley know that if you have somebody in your congregation who has a knack for helping people and listening to people and helping them find solutions in a very caring way from the heart, using scripture as the foundation, this might be a class or a certificate that you'd be interested in getting or recommending to somebody. And I just know that there's so many pastors out there who do not have the bandwidth to raise people up into this arena. And to send somebody off to a counseling certificate somewhere else is going to cost a lot of money. As I mentioned earlier, our classes are only $1 an hour. So take a look at the website, boisebsc.org. Take a look at the certificates tab and look at the requirements for that class. They're wrapping up right now this is the last 5 weeks in the spring session, but they're going to pick back up in the fall. And we've got this set up so that if you want, you can knock out this certificate in just 1 year. Great deal. Another certificate we're going to be starting in the fall, Christian education. If you would like to have a Christian ed program at your church that is more structured, more based on the way people learn, not just going over Bible and sharing stories, but actually the transfer of knowledge, skills, and attitudes, this is the class. So maybe you want to go and you want to be a teacher. Great, great class. You're going to learn how to put lessons together that really do transfer learning. Another great opportunity. It's going to be a 75-hour certificate. So 7.5 classes. We're going to have a couple of Saturday intensives throughout the year of 5 hours. And ta-da, you're going to be certified as a Christian educator. We also want to have a new class. We will have a new certificate in the fall starting on discipleship. So if you want to get a certificate in discipleship, maybe you want to start a discipleship group at your church or a series of discipleship groups, perfect class. Maybe you just want to be in a discipleship group. Great way to learn how to do it so that you can raise one up, maybe a year long, year and a half long of a discipleship group, and then take those people and multiply and create more discipleship groups. So this is a certificate that'll teach you how to do all of that. And then it's not yet firmed, but we're looking at also starting a certificate in ministry leadership. If we don't do it in the fall, we will do it in the spring semester of 2027. But lots of stuff happening here with certificates. And I just want to say thank you to the instructors for helping us out with all of this. Uh, I know they don't get paid a lot, but they do come here and they do invest in our students, and we thank them for that. Speaking of that, we did have 58 students in the spring semester, most of them taking multiple classes. I'd say the overwhelming majority of them taking multiple classes. The average number of students in each class this past semester was over 10 and a half students. I don't know where that half a student went, but we got 10 and a half students on average per class. That's a good attendance. And we want to encourage you to invite others to what we're doing here so we can raise up Christian ministry leaders. With that, I'm about done. I just want to say thank you to Maddie Moreland, who is our producer for this show. She's been doing great, and we're going to be expanding this podcast, by the way. This is just the weekly update. But starting in the next few weeks, we're going to be doing a connection table teaching where we'll be going over the Bible line by line, verse by verse, and talking about different books of Scripture. So, with that, I'm going to wrap it up for the day. This is Daniel Bobinski. I'm the Education Director here at the BSC. If you'd like to find out more, you can give us a call or you can go to our website, boisebsc.org. The phone number is there on the website, boisebsc.org. With that, be blessed. We'll catch you next week. Until then, be blessed.
Visit us at boisebsc.org to learn more and sign up for classes. Every class we offer applies toward one or more of our certificate programs. We're the Biblical Studies Center, a place to connect and grow.